By the early 1970s, the initial euphoria surrounding artificial intelligence had begun to fade into a harsh, undeniable reality. As grand promises of sentient machines went unfulfilled, the vibrant energy of research labs transformed into a heavy, stagnant silence. Faced with a lack of immediate results, government institutions began to pull back, striking through once ambitious budget lines. The era known as the AI winter had arrived. Resources were severed, and the field was largely dismissed as a collection of expensive experiments. But the winter was not the end. In the quiet corners of forgotten labs, a few determined researchers refused to let the dream die. They pivoted their focus, moving away from general human-like intelligence to specialize in complex, domain-specific knowledge. They began encoding the expertise of human specialists into logical rules, giving birth to what we now call expert systems. By the mid-1980s, this persistence bore fruit. In hospitals, these systems transitioned from theoretical code to practical life-saving tools. Programs like MySyn demonstrated that a computer could analyze complex data and recommend treatments with startling accuracy. This breakthrough marked a turning point, proving that artificial intelligence had found a meaningful, real-world application at last. The thaw had finally begun. The lessons learned during those lean years laid the foundation for the AI-driven world we live in today. History reminds us that even in the deepest freeze, the seeds of the next great revolution are quietly taking root. Since the dawn of human civilization, our species has harbored a profound fascination with the idea of creating life from the inanimate, a dream that spans across centuries and cultures. In the myths of ancient Greece, we find the first whispers of artificial intelligence. Talos, a mechanical protector, and clockwork beings moving with a purpose given to them by their creators. For millennia, these remained mere stories, until the mid-20th century, when brilliant minds began to translate myth into mathematics. This was the era where the visionaries stepped forward to redefine reality. Alan Turing, a man ahead of his time, proposed a radical question. Can machines think? His genius laid the conceptual foundation for everything we now know about the digital mind. By the 1950s, the first true electronic brains emerged. These were the massive mainframes, room-sized giants like ENIAC and UNIVAC, humming with thousands of vacuum tubes and miles of complex wiring. These early computers were driven by mechanical logic, requiring immense power and constant maintenance. They were the bridge between the physical world of gears and the invisible world of data. Researchers soon began to push these machines beyond simple arithmetic. They wanted to see if a computer could mimic human strategy, starting with the complex logic of a game of chess. When the machine first calculated its way to victory, the world changed forever. It proved that intelligence was not a human monopoly, but something that could be encoded and calculated. We began to witness a transition from mechanical blueprints to digital circuit patterns, as the vacuum tube gave way to the transistor, and the microchip promised a future of infinite possibility. This journey from ancient myths to the birth of computing was merely the prologue. The true evolution of artificial intelligence was only just beginning to unfold. The future awaits. In the early 1990s, the world was on the brink of a digital revolution that would change the course of human history forever. The internet was born, and with it, a massive flood of data began to surge through fiber optic cables across the globe. This explosion of information became the primary fuel for a dormant giant, machine learning. The world first witnessed the potential of this new era in 1997, during a historic clash of intellect and processing power. Grandmaster Garry Kasparov faced off against IBM's Deep Blue, a supercomputer designed to calculate the future. Deep Blue wasn't just playing a game, It was processing thousands of potential move variations every single second. The machine's victory signaled a paradigm shift. Computers were no longer just calculators. They were becoming strategic thinkers. As we entered the new millennium, researchers moved beyond rigid programming toward systems that could learn from raw patterns. The neural network, a concept once considered theoretical, was being revived by newfound computing power and vast datasets. Engineers watched as these artificial brains began to solve complex problems that were previously impossible for machines to grasp. They realized that if you fed a machine enough data, it could start to recognize the nuances of the physical world. Simple lines of code transformed into clear, recognizable image patterns, identifying objects like cats or cars with startling accuracy. This breakthrough moved rapidly from research labs into the fundamental infrastructure of our daily digital lives. Search engines began to understand intent, while retailers started predicting our needs before we even recognized them ourselves. Algorithms were quietly personalizing the internet experience for millions of users, creating a world tailored to the individual. Then came the era of mobility. AI shrunk down from room-sized supercomputers to fit seamlessly inside our pockets. Voice assistants emerged, allowing us to interact with machines through natural language for the very first time. Machine learning was no longer just a tech demo. It had become the invisible engine driving the modern world. Today, we live in a reality built upon those early foundations of data explosion and algorithmic discovery. From the chessboards of the 90s to the global networks of today, the revolution is complete. AI was no longer science fiction. It was everywhere. In 2012, a profound awakening occurred. Deep learning moved from theoretical research to a world-shattering reality, igniting a new era of computational intelligence. The breakthrough wasn't just about speed, it was about vision. For the first time, machines began to perceive the world with human-like accuracy. This vision quickly moved from labs to the streets. Algorithms began navigating the chaos of human life, mastering the complex geometry of our cities. Onboard systems calculate every variable in real time, turning raw sensor data into a safe and predictable path forward through the neon-lit night. In the hands of specialists, AI became a superpower. It saw the invisible, identifying patterns in human biology that were previously hidden from the naked eye. Detection became faster, more precise. A red glow on a screen now represents a life saved, as machines and humans collaborate in medicine. But in 2022, everything changed again. We moved beyond recognition into the era of generation. The birth of ChatGPT redefined the boundary of human-AI interaction. The adoption was unprecedented. 100 million users in mere months, signaling a massive shift in how we create, think, and communicate. Generative models didn't just write, they imagined. They began to synthesize the sum of human creativity, producing art that blurred the line between artificial and organic. Music followed. AI-composed melodies began to flow from neural networks, where every note is a result of billions of parameters working in perfect harmony. Underpinning this revolution is an immense physical infrastructure. Vast data centers hum with the energy required to process the future of human thought. We stand at a unique crossroads in history, where the digital and the physical finally meet. A synergy that will redefine what it means to be human. As the light of this intelligence grows brighter, we are left with a single, profound mystery. Where does this journey lead us? The biggest question remains. The future is no longer something we wait for. It is something we are actively generating, one prompt at a time. Imagine a future where the boundary between human creativity and machine intelligence dissolves, creating a world of boundless potential and shared prosperity for all of humanity. In these spaces of learning, AI companions act as gateways to knowledge, guiding the next generation through the mysteries of the universe with infinite patience and insight. Within the halls of modern healing, technology transforms the nature of medicine, where digital precision meets human empathy to ensure every patient receives the highest care. This rapid evolution requires more than just advanced code. It demands a global dialogue about the values we hold dear and the ethics that must guide us. Visionary leaders gather to debate the safeguards of tomorrow, ensuring that artificial intelligence remains a force for good, safety, and the preservation of human dignity. We are crafting the protocols that will define our future, building a foundation of trust that allows innovation to flourish without ever compromising our shared moral principles. Beyond the city walls, AI serves as a silent guardian of our planet, deploying advanced sensors and autonomous systems to restore the delicate balance of nature. From the depths of the jungle to the vastness of our atmosphere, technology helps us heal the scars of the past and protect the world's biodiversity. In the silence of the laboratory, algorithms accelerate the pace of discovery, solving complex biological puzzles that have challenged the human mind for many centuries. We are unlocking the secrets of life itself, developing new treatments and revolutionary cures at a speed once thought impossible through the power of computation. Our curiosity now takes us beyond the Earth. Driven by an AI-guided vision, we venture into the stars to seek out new worlds and distant horizons. This is the great journey of our species, an era of exploration where technology serves as the bridge between the known and the infinite unknown. Yet, the heart of this story isn't found in the machines we build, but in the enduring connection between the creator and the creation. When we reach out to embrace the future, we find our greatest strength in co-evolution, a perfect synergy of human spirit and digital intelligence. The story of AI is our shared legacy. It is still being written, and together, we are the architects of a brighter, more hopeful tomorrow.